But first, who's on deck? Wait, I'm not even following my own rules. All right. So on deck, we have Brian Nye, but the time is not nigh. It's coming soon. And all right, now she's ready for her introduction. Charlotte, motherfucking Ghost. Let's get it.
So the timer is going to give me 5 minutes.
Woo!
I love AA. So, my name is Charlotte, and I'm an alcoholic. Thank you. I'm really nervous today. Oh my fucking God. Kenneth is here. Shit. Holmes. He's hiding. Yeah, so I have no friends. It's true. I spend a lot of time working alone, and I try to reach out to people during the day, and you know, people are like busy, no time for you. So I'm a little bit needy, you know. I go to meetings and I talk about God, and I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost because I decided a long time ago I don't need money. So I live in the world just focusing on what the energy needs to do, which is problematic, as you may know, because sometimes I don't want to take care of my kids, and sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I have the whole script prepared, but I'm like, there's people. What the fuck, man? Do something else, you know, stand on your head. Anyway, I'm going to be 60 this year. No stretch marks, okay? 3 kids, still a virgin. Cesarean mom, yeah, woo! Tight, it's tight, it's tight, yeah. Routine. Anyway, I moved to Ithaca in 1972. And there was no Ithaca Commons, I'll tell you what. And I made that happen. No, just kidding, I'm nobody. Yeah, I want to say something about Ithaca. I hate Ithaca. Ithaca sucks, man. My parents were part of the original co-op, which was on University Avenue across from the graveyard in downtown Ithaca. And then it became the co-op, and then it became part of the Oasis, and then Green Star, which you guys have heard about Green Star. The expensive health food store that nobody can afford unless you work there. And so anyway, they were original members, you know what I mean? And it was like, back then it was called brown bread, okay? And so I would take these sandwiches to school every day that were made out of this organic nut butter, peanut butter, and brown bread, and it was like eating a brick. But I was, you know, there was no breakfast or dinner at home, so it was like my only meal. So, you know, I loved it. It was good. So anyway, I want to say something else about it. It really sucks, okay? It's like living in a liberal nightmare, a cross between a liberal nightmare and a gift shop. And you can't afford it, really. I am a homeowner, but I made my money in Brooklyn. I lived in New York City for 23 years. Shout out to New York, man. Woo! Ow! Ow! I miss it. I need to go back. I fucking miss New York so much. And there's really good comedy down there. I took classes at the Upright Citizens Brigade. There's a couple of them in here. Right. So anyway, you just let it flow. You know, there's a flow in New York. In Ithaca, you come up against these people, usually women, possibly lesbians, no offense, most of my friends are gay, wearing fucking Birkenstocks, throwing up a wall right in your face. No, they say, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, I'm going to litter right in front of you. I'm going to fucking throw this Snickers wrap right on the ground, bitch. And I don't care about you. Yeah, so what happened to me is the reason why I started doing comedy is last year I was in play with the Reentry Theater Program in New York, in Ithaca. I'm thinking about New York. And I had written a play. It's for chemically dependent, emotionally abused or disturbed people like myself. And formerly incarcerated. Used to get arrested. My records are sealed, just so you know. My favorite crime was trespassing. That's the one I always got arrested for. I have no idea. The middle of the night, you know, an abandoned frat on Cornell campus. Anyway, all very privileged kind of early life. And so I was in this play, and they fucking kicked me out because they said my gestures were too black. And too gangster, by the way. Which is an insult to black people everywhere to only be associated with gangster.
That's true.
And by the way, there are white gangsters. What the fuck is that? So I had an axe to grind. So here I am telling you that cool story. And I'll leave you with one thing. I'm obsessed with death, low-key, because Ithaca has really beautiful graveyards. I've been visiting the graveyard since I was a child. You know, back then, in the late 60s and early 70s, you could walk to school and be 4 years old, and it would be no big deal. You'd just be like, there's a toddler trying to cross the street. You know, so anyways, I went to the graveyard all the time, and I was obsessed with death from a very young age. And then, as a teenager, I'd get high in the graveyard. And then when I got sober, I went and made amends at the graveyard because I had desecrated some graves. And in Ithaca, those same people in them sack dresses, they'll come up to you and they'll say, that's not very Buddhist. Why are you talking about death so much? And I'm like, girl. The Dalai Lama talks about dying all the time. He says we're going to wind up in the graveyard eventually, don't you know? This is temporary. And I'm Catholic, and you know we believe in the spirit world. You know we do. Love that. So anyway, it doesn't matter, I'm already dead. So I'll leave you with this. The Dalai Lama says, where am I? I got 14 seconds. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, the Dalai Lama says, you need to imagine yourself dead, in the ground, at your funeral, looking at yourself, and all your family is like grieving and like, oh my God, he was so rich. Oh, he gave a good back rub. Oh, he was so loving, he was so compassionate, he only focused on loving people, right? So anyway, that's my whole point. It's about the connection and the energy, and that's it, and that's all I got.
She gets $2 off, $86 shampoo, conditioner, styling. You already had beautiful hair, though. I have to find out your products. One more time, Charlotte, go! Okay, so I want to talk about who's on deck.